I made my way to the hospital to have my IUD replaced, only to stumble upon my husband in the prenatal wing. There he was, standing right beside a young college-aged girl, whose belly was just starting to hint at the life growing within. I was about to say something, but he beat me to it, his voice eerily calm. Since you've seen this, I might as well be honest. Lucinda's a girl from college that I've been seeing on the side. She's a month pregnant. Don't worry, she's a nice girl. She doesn't want to take your place, and she's not after your family. But I'm not going to let my firstborn grow up without a proper name. I stood there, rooted to the spot, holding the IUD replacement form. My voice trembled uncontrollably. So, you're planning to divorce me and marry her? He gently wiped the tears from my face, smiling as he spoke. What are you talking about? I promised you when we got married that you'd be my only wife for life. Besides, you're an orphan. Where would you even go without me? I'm just suggesting, since you can't have kids, we'll adopt Lucinda's baby. You've had that IUD in for 5 years. 5 years, and you wouldn't give me a child. So, I found someone who would. Can you really fault me for wanting to continue the family line? He casually ripped the replacement form out of my hand, his expression unchanged. One child is enough for me. Just have the IUD removed. Be a good girl. I promise. You'll still be the mistress of this house. No one will ever be above you. I stared at him for what felt like an eternity. Then, against my better judgment, I did as he asked and changed the procedure from a replacement to a removal. Don't bother. Giles, I hope you never come to regret what you've decided today. What he didn't know was that the IUD I'd worn for 5 years was the last bit of dignity I'd saved for him, hiding his congenital infertility. 7 days later, I regained consciousness. A searing pain, unlike anything I'd ever felt, ripped through my lower abdomen. It was a raw, hollow, gutted kind of pain. Instinctively, I reached down, but the icy touch of handcuffs clamped around my wrists, jerking me back. Outside the door, Giles's composed voice carried. He was clearly on the phone. It's done. Her uterus is out. Yeah. For the adoption of Lucinda's child, it had to be done. Her? What can she do when she wakes up? She's an orphan. She can't exactly cause a huge ruckus. Everything around me went white. There was just a high-pitched buzzing in my ears, and my mind seemed to go blank. My uterus? Gone? How could he do this? I shuntled against the cuffs until they cut into my skin, thrashing, pulling, the metal digging so deep that blood smeared across both my wrists. The door creaked open. Giles walked in, saw the blood-soaked sheets, and not even a flicker of emotion crossed his face. He simply undid the handcuffs, as calm as ever, with just a hint of impatience in his voice. You heard? My hands were tied. I promised Lucinda there'd only be one child, hers and mine. Removing your uterus ensures that. It's cleaner for everyone. I stared at him, shaking from head to toe, unable to utter a single word. Tears streamed down my face nonstop. He reached out to wipe them away. What's the big deal? It's just one organ. You never really wanted to have kids anyway. I summoned every last bit of my strength and turned my face away. Don't touch me. Giles Gilbert, you heartless monster. I swung with all my might and slapped him hard across the face. That single slap seemed to drain every ounce of energy I had left. My palm went numb and the pain in my chest felt like it was splitting me in two. His head snapped to the side, 5 distinct red finger marks blooming on his skin. He hadn't tried to dodge. The redness spread quickly. He didn't lose his temper. He just grabbed my hand. If hitting me makes you feel better, go ahead. Hit me all you want. But once you're done, that's it. I opened my mouth, ready to say something. Suddenly, a small figure came bursting through the doorway with a shrill scream. There was a sharp crack, and a stinging slap landed across my face. I fell back onto the bed, my ears ringing, and my vision starting to fade to black. Lucinda Lambert planted herself protectively in front of Giles, tears streaming down her face in that seemingly well-rehearsed manner. What will I do now? All alone, with my uterus gone, and my husband and his mistress right in front of me. How will I seek justice for this unthinkable betrayal?